Retro.
Hey, this is Catherine Tabor, Senator Padme Amidala from Star Wars The Clone Wars, and you're listening to Jay and Dennis on Podcast Stardust. Stay on the light side.
Hello, and welcome to Podcast Stardust. This is the fully armed and operational podcast dedicated to Star Wars news, reviews, and discussion. I'm Dennis Keithling.
And I'm Jay Krebs.
And I guess we could also say we're devoted to Star Wars trivia, because that's what we're doing this episode. We're going to get into part 8 of our Phantom Menace trivia for this series. But before we get into that, Jay, remind everybody where we can be found around the internet.
We can be found on Facebook and Instagram at Podcast Stardust.
All right, the dish is aligned, the signal is boosted to maximum output, the shield is down, and we are now broadcasting to the galaxy. So if you haven't been with us before, what we've been doing is some trivia episodes for the Phantom Menace that correspond to a bunch of the parts of the film that we've done for our series that we've been doing on a monthly basis. And we just wrapped up last week. This is part 8, and it will be focusing on that portion of the movie that starts at 1 hour, 22 minutes and 46 seconds and runs to 1 hour, 33 minutes and 6 seconds. And this starts with a bunch of scenes that are happening on Coruscant. So with the setup out of the way, Jay, are you ready?
As ready as I'll ever be. Yes.
All right. We've got 28 questions on the board. And
oh,
so
my age. What do you know?
Oh, yeah. Funny how that worked out. First one is a fill in the blank. Complete this line from Chancellor Palpatine to Queen Amidala. There is no civility, only blank.
There's no civility, only... Oh my gosh. Judgment?
The answer is politics.
Politics.
There's no civility, only politics.
Only politics.
Mm-hmm.
When does he say that to her? Is it when they arrive back? I'm trying to frame this, because that one
he's
totally
counseling
went
her
over.
Yeah, this is when he's counseling her about what to do in the Senate.
Okay. Okay. I got you.
So question number 2. What does Palpatine advise Amidala to do in light of the Supreme Chancellor's lack of power in the Senate?
Oh, I know this one. To call for a vote of no confidence in Chancellor Valorum.
Right, and push for the election of a new senator. So
yes.
There you go. Question number 3. How would Amidala go about calling for the election of a new Supreme Chancellor?
Well, she has to go before the Senate, and then they wanted to do the whole committee thing, and so she had to go basically and say, we will not suffer and die.
Last question.
Okay, sorry. What?
It's okay. Is the answer you gave to the last question was just to call for a no vote conference.
Oh, okay. So I was trying to get too far into the details. I'm sorry.
It's all right. It's like, that's very detailed, but you only need to say call for no vote confidence.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. So building on that, when Amidala balks at this idea, what does Palpatine say is the alternative to calling for a vote of no confidence?
Well, he's in her ears, and he says,
if they don't want to call for no vote of no confidence and elect a new chancellor, what is their alternative to try and get something done?
Oh, I don't know. I'm so bad at the politics stuff.
The alternative is to submit a plea to the courts.
Submit a plea to the courts. Okay. See, you would know that as the lawyer. That totally goes over my head.
Actually, I would not have got this one. I only know it because I wrote it, but I'm only knowing after all this time because
These are hard.
Anyway, yeah, they are. There are some hard ones here. There's also some easy ones. We'll get into those in a second. Okay. Question number 5. When Amidala is still not convinced about this, what does Palpatine say they're going to have to be realistic about?
Their chances of being successful?
The answer is accepting Federation control for the time being.
Oh boy. I'm really not doing well.
Well, this is a lot of detail about one conversation. So,
Oh gosh.
but the good news is that's the last kind of question I have about that discussion.
Okay,
Let's
good.
move on.
Wow, I'm like sweating
Question
bullets over here.
question number 6, and I think you'll get this one. It's a counting question, but you'll have to get this one. How many spires does the Jedi Temple have?
5.
Correct.
Yay. I didn't even
1 in the
hesitate on
middle
that.
and 4 in the corners.
Yes.
Okay. What does Qui-Gon tell the Jedi Council attacked him in the desert on Tatooine?
He wasn't sure, but it was well trained in the Jedi arts. He
And he
believes
could
it was
only conclude it was,
a Sith.
yes, a Sith Lord. Very good. How long this is question number 8. How long are the Sith believed to have been extinct for?
A millennia.
Very good.
Yes.
I thought for sure you were going to say
Whew.
1,000 years, but the correct answer is a millennium. Same thing, but still. Which 2 Jedi sit next to Master Yoda in the Jedi Council's chamber?
All right. Mace Windu sits on one side and Kiadi
Right.
Mundi sits on the other.
Look at you. I thought that question was going to be a whole lot harder. Very good.
See, I'm good with that kind of stuff, but like the politics stuff, yeah, not so much.
All right. Good job. Very observant.
And Kiadi Mundi is even has his legs crossed. Like he's very, very demure.
Oh, you can picture that one well. All right.
Yeah.
I'm impressed. Question number 10. After delivering his report about the attack, what does Qui-Gon tell the council he has encountered?
A virgins in the force.
Indeed. Very good.
Around this board?
Hmm. Who does Qui-Gon suggest conceived Anakin?
The midichlorians.
Very good. You're on a roll.
Yes. Yes, I am. Call me Butter. Woo!
Okay. Here's another counting question. How many handmaidens are with Amidala when Anakin arrives to say goodbye?
Okay. Well, there's the one that answers the door. Is it 3?
Correct.
Yes. Yes.
Currently 9 out of 12. You're doing pretty good.
Oh, wow. Okay. I feel a lot better about myself right now.
Okay.
I will say
So
that.
now we're getting to the Senate scene. Who concurs with the Nimodians about sending a commission to Naboo to ascertain the truth of the invasion? I'm looking for which planet's representatives.
Okay. Is that wait, let me think. It's the one with the grands?
That is the species. What planet do they come from?
Oh, shoot. Okay. I don't know.
Okay, fill in the blank. The Congress of...
Independent systems?
No, Congress of Malastare.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
You got the species right.
Darn.
Just it's Congress of Malastare. Okay. Number 14. Who interrupts Chancellor Valorum before he can deny the motion to send a commission by whispering something in his ear?
Oh, is that Bib?
No.
No, not Bib. Blah, 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 blah.
I know you know this person.
I can picture him, but I can't think of his name.
What color is he?
Blue.
Yeah, you're on the right track.
Ugh, gosh, why
Let me
can't
give
I
you his
think of his
initials.
name? Sure.
M.A.
Oh, wait, M.A.?
M.A.
Why can't I think of his name? I'm totally blanking. You're gonna have to tell me.
Masameda.
Oh, shoot. Yep. I should have known that one. I feel like a failure right now.
Aw. Okay.
It's okay.
Question number 15. Complete this line from Amidala. I was not elected to watch my people suffer and die while blank.
Well, you discussed this in a committee.
We discussed this invasion in a committee. Very good.
Okay.
Question 16. What does Amidala call for while addressing the Senate?
Well, the vote of no confidence.
Very good. That's right.
Okay. I thought that I was
Question.
going to overthink that one.
That's kind of the way that question was set up. Yes. So you didn't fall into the trap. So question
It's a trap.
17. What unique aliens from another franchise are seen in the Senate?
Oh, the little ET dudes.
That's right. Yep. You get to see
Yes.
them from behind and above.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Do we ever know what ET species is? Was it ever said like in any,
Oh, yes.
extraneous kind of
I
thing?
think it's in one of the books, novelizations maybe. I think it's Spielberg's name backwards.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it's like Grubsleal, something like that.
Oh, that's
Yeah, and it's
cool.
they described it as like a puddle-footed alien, and I can't remember exactly which book that's set in. So
Very cool.
yeah. Okay. Question number 18. Why doesn't Obi-Wan think Anakin will pass the Council's test?
Because he's too old.
Indeed. Very good. Question number 19. Obi-Wan says if Qui-Gon would do this one thing, he would already be on the Jedi Council. What is it?
If he would, well, he keeps defying the council. If he would just
Mhm.
follow their orders and,
Follow the
I can't
code.
remember. Follow the code. Yes, there you go. I couldn't
Mhm.
remember his exact word.
Sure. Number 20. What images does Anakin see while being tested by the Jedi Council? He
Let's see.
sees three different things.
There was a cup, a ship, and what was the other? A speeder.
Very good. Yeah. The sequence
Yes.
is a ship, a cup, another ship, and a speeder.
There we go.
Mhm. Question number 21. How does Anakin answer when Yoda asks how he feels?
Cold, sir.
Very good.
Yeah. I'm
What
cold
does
right
keep
now. Just saying.
You're in Ohio, it is cold up there.
5 feet of snow. Okay.
What does Ki Adi Mundi say Anakin's thoughts dwell on?
His mother.
Very good. And I am very confident you're going to get these next three questions. 23. What does fear lead to?
Fear leads to hate.
No.
Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering.
Yeah, that was questions 23, 24, and 25. So very
Oh,
good.
nice. Boom.
Okay. Why does Jar Jar think the Naboo don't like the Gungans?
Oh, it's right on the tip of my tongue.
That's why
Oh
you don't
my
like us,
gosh.
methinks.
That's the way you don't like us. Is it because we have Grand Army?
Yes, that is in fact what it is.
Oh, yay. Okay.
Okay.
I had to have Jar Jar in my head. Boy,
Yeah.
that's something that not everyone likes, I'm sure. But I like Jar Jar, so I'm okay with that.
All right. Question 27. Who else besides Senator Palpatine was nominated to succeed Chancellor Valorum? Two people.
Okay, there was somebody from Malastare.
Uh-huh.
And then there was Antilles.
Bail Antilles of which planet?
It wasn't Alderaan.
It was Alderaan, yes.
It wasn't Al Yeah, it was Alderaan. Yep. Well, that makes sense.
And Ainley Team of Malastare.
Ainley Team, that's what it was. Okay.
I'm gonna
See,
go
now
ahead
I
and do the
remembered
transition.
Malastare that time. Ugh.
Indeed, you did. Okay. And then the last question for this section, and we're going to do some more because we got plenty of time.
Woohoo.
What does Palpatine promise to do if elected Chancellor?
He promises to end the debate in the Senate.
He promises to put an end to corruption.
Into corruption. That's what it is. Ha
Mhm.
ha ha ha.
All right. So for this section, you got 21 out of 28. Good job.
Okay, that's not as bad as I thought. I
Yeah,
felt like
these
I did a heck of a lot worse than I did. So a 21 out of 28, that's still only a 75%. That's a solid C. But you know what? C's get degrees.
yeah, well, this is one of the toughest sets of questions we've done too. So You had to know memorize a lot of
Oh,
dialogue for
goodness.
that one.
Well, I'll tell you, I hope that our listeners are playing along, and I hope that everyone out there is able to yell out the answers over top of me as I'm fumbling. So,
Mhm.
more power to you if you're able to do that.
Well, they're not on the spot. All right.
I
Since we
wanna hear
got the
about
extra time, let's go ahead and do part 9. And this runs from 1 hour, 33 minutes, and 7 seconds of the movie to 1 hour, 44 minutes, and 38 seconds. Part 9. All right. So, question number 1 of this section is, which Jedi informs Qui-Gon that Anakin will not be trained?
it. Mace Windu.
Very good. Off to a
He
good
will
start.
not be trained. Yes. Yay. 1 for 1.
After Obi-Wan says he is ready for the Jedi trials, what one thing does Qui-Gon say he has much to learn about?
I am ready for the trials. Um, about the living force.
Very good. Very
Yes.
good. Question 3. What does Obi-Wan say the Jedi Council senses about Anakin that Qui-Gon cannot?
That he's dangerous.
You're on a roll. 3 in a row.
Yes.
Question 4. What does Qui-Gon tell Anakin to always remember after the Council refuses to let him be trained? Hint, it's one of your favorite quotes. Put it up in your
Huh?
classroom.
Oh, be mindful of the future, but not at the expense of the moment? No.
No,
Be mindful of your feelings.
no, not to be mindful of anything.
No? Wait. Repeat the question.
What does Qui-Gon tell Anakin to always remember after the Council refuses to let him be trained? You've said this one a lot over the
Oh
years
my
already.
gosh. Then why am I not able to pull it out of my brain pan right now? Remember? Dennis, I am blanking.
Okay, here we
I'm
go.
gonna kick myself.
You are. Your focus determines your reality.
Oh gosh. Yep, that
I
that
thought
is one
so
of my
for sure.
favorite quotes. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. My give up. My give up.
Sorry,
No,
Jay.
I'm kidding. No, it's
I
all
wrote
good.
that
It
one. I was like, she's gonna nail this.
you're like, "Yeah." Oh, no. Oh, no.
All right. Well, you could redeem yourself here. Number
Uh,
5. What is the thing that Anakin overheard Yoda talking about that leads him to ask Qui-Gon what is it or what it is?
Qui-Gon, sir, I overheard Master Yoda say
Talking about blank.
about midichlorians.
Yes.
I'm wondering, what are midichlorians?
Midichlorians.
There
It's
we
like
go.
the commercial speech of Anakin.
Yes.
The laundry detergent powered by
By
midichlorians.
midichlorians.
It's the stain out of your
So
clothes.
fresh,
Okay.
so clean.
All right. Question 6. What does Qui-Gon assure the Queen before they return to Naboo? She expresses a concern, and he tells her
Before they return to Naboo. Wait.
they're on the landing platform.
Um, we will
Like,
end this conflict?
no. He
No?
says
What
that
does he
he
say?
won't let the Trade Federation destroy her because she says they
Okay.
think they mean to destroy me. And he says he's not going to let that happen.
Not gonna let that happen.
Right. Okay. What does Jar Jar exclaim with joy before they return to Naboo?
We are going home.
I was so counting on you doing an impression, and you did not disappoint me. Very good.
Glad I could be there for you, Dennis.
Appreciate it.
I don't know if
Okay.
our
What?
listeners feel the same right now, but you know,
We
I'm
say,
having fun.
yeah, that's the whole point of this. It's not that you get them all right. All right. Question number
But I'm
8.
so competitive that I can't stand it. I
I
can't
know. I
stand
know. This is why I don't enter
it.
Star Wars trivia competitions usually.
Uh,
Uh, Question 8. What color is the Queen wearing aboard her starship as they return to Naboo?
um, hang on. Is she wearing red?
No. That's
It's
what she
either
wears
red
on
or
Naboo.
is it the one with the like the gray with the purple, almost like Leku kind of things?
It's a dark purple
The
dress.
the dark purple dress. Okay, I should have known
Hmm.
that. I'm the wardrobe girl. Come on, Jay.
Well, you get your chance to redeem yourself. What colors are the handmaidens wearing on the Queen's starship as they return to Naboo?
They're actually wearing mostly yellow. I don't think
Yeah,
it's like the flame. It's not the ombre
it's
ones. It's
orange
the
and yellow.
yellow.
Yeah. No,
Uh-huh.
it's that one. Yeah, orange and
Okay.
yellow. Yeah,
Orange and
you got that.
yellow.
All right. Question 10. How many Trade Federation ships remain at Naboo when the Queen returns?
Oh. Um, is it just one?
Just one.
Okay.
The droid control ship.
Yep, the droid control ship. 'Cause that's yep. Later on, that's yep. Okay.
Where does Jar Jar go to find help once they return to Naboo?
Well, he originally goes to Oto Gunga,
Yep,
but
that's it. Gungan City.
okay. Okay. Maybe I was getting
What?
ahead of myself.
Yes, you were. What does
Okay.
Obi-Wan say he is grateful for when he's apologizing to Qui-Gon?
He's been grateful for his teachings, his
Think about what he says. I'm grateful that you think.
and think grateful that you think that I'm ready to take on the trials.
Yes, that's it.
Okay. Okay. Yes. Okay.
It's
I can
another
hear it in my
dialogue
head now.
question.
Yes, yes, yes,
Hmm.
yes.
It's not my place to disagree with you
Not my
about the
place
boy.
to disagree with you about the boy. Yes, there
I'm
you
grateful
go.
for him to take the trials. Okay.
Such an Obi-Wan
Where does
thing to
JJ or I almost said where does JJ? Where does Jar
say.
Jar say the Gungans have gone?
They've gone to Sacred Place.
That's right. Gungans in trouble. They go to the Sacred Place.
They go
Come
to
on,
Sacred
Misa,
Place.
show you.
Which is
All right.
interesting that the Sacred Place is not in Oto Gunga. Did you ever wonder why? Like,
Well,
there's
I
all
mean,
those, like,
because
interesting.
that's where they're in trouble, so it can't be there, I suppose.
True.
In the Sacred Place ends up being someplace I guess no one would think to look for them. But
Right.
what is Boss Nass standing on when the Jedi and the Queen arrive at the Sacred Place?
It's like a fallen statue head
You're right.
thing.
Yep, the head of a fallen statue. You got it.
Yay.
All right. Question 15. Who presents Amidala to Boss Nass?
Like the real Amidala or the
When they
the fake
arrive,
one?
someone introduces Amidala.
Well, let's see. That would be Jar Jar
No. Captain
introduces like
Tarpals.
the fake. Was it Tarbles? Okay.
Queen Amidala of the
Of the
Naboo.
Naboo. Yes.
Hmm.
Now I can see it with his little tendrils of his mustache.
Yep. Who interrupts the Queen as she is asking for Boss Nass and the Gungans' help?
The real queen, Padme.
Yes, Padme. Exactly. Kind of a trick question, but not that difficult of a trick question.
Yeah.
All right. Who is the last person to kneel with Queen Amidala before Boss Nass?
Jar Jar.
Ah, very good. Very good.
Yay.
But you're gonna have to take a second to think about that scene in your head. But no, you had that right on the tip of your tongue.
Because he kind of looks around like, what do I do?
Hmm. Very good. 18. What instructions does Sidious give Maul after the Queen ship is found on Naboo?
Wipe them out. All of them.
Not yet.
No, darn it. I was getting ahead of myself. Okay.
Mhm.
Does he say this is a bold move? No.
No. You can almost see a Jedi saying this, or at least the first part of it.
Okay, repeat the question.
What instructions does Sidious give to Maul after the Queen ship is found on Naboo?
Does he tell him to observe, like watch?
Close. He says, "Be mindful. Let
Be
the Jedi make the
mindful.
first move."
Okay. Okay. Oh, yes. Okay, I can hear it now. Be
Okay.
mindful.
Question 19. How many Naboo speeders show up at the sacred place to report on Theed?
Okay.
You know the scene I'm talking about?
Yeah. 2?
3.
3. Darn it.
Mhm. What rank, this is question 20, what rank does Boss Nass promote to Jar Jar to?
Bombad General.
Very good. All right.
I love that.
21.
General.
What is the role of the Gungans in the battle plans the Queen lays out for Panaka and the Jedi?
They are supposed to be a diversion.
Very good. I was afraid that question was going to come off worded clunky.
It was perfect.
22, last question of this segment. How will Amidala, her guards, and the Jedi enter the city?
Oh, through the palace, and they use their little repeller gun things.
Now,
That's to
that's what
get
they
into
end
the
up
castle.
doing, but what does she say there? What does she
Um,
say about how they're going to get into the city? Not what they do once they get to the city. They
oh,
put up
I
a
can
little
see the
hologram.
whole yeah, I was just gonna say I could see the whole hologram.
This is a dialogue
First
question,
we'll go in
so it's
through is it the tunnels?
close. I'm going to give it to you. It's by secret passages on the waterfall side.
That's what it is. Okay, on the
Mm-hmm.
waterfall side. Oh, I can hear her saying it now. On the waterfall side.
Yep. Yep.
Yes, okay.
Well, you got 16 out of 22.
Oh, okay, we're done already?
We are done. You just got through 50 questions.
Wow. Wow. Okay, and that was wow, that was even worse. That's only a 73%. Darn, man. It's alright. I'm okay with that. There were some tough ones in there. I'm impressed though. You wrote some you should be a trivia game writer, Dennis. You would stump people.
Well,
And
I'd have to
that's
revise
cool.
these so that they could be used out of order if I was going to do that. But yeah, I mean, I just do these as I'm making the notes for each one of these segments, and I mean, I'm glad I did that. I did that way back with the first one and kept it in my pocket for a while because we just first started doing this. In June? I think we started doing these. I can't remember. So
The trivias, I think you're right.
yeah, yeah. So
Mhm. They're
well, I've
fun.
got two more segments of trivia left. I'm not sure we're going to work these in. Maybe we'll get up some bonus episodes in this month. But let's see, part 10 has 19 questions, and part 11, which is the final part of the movie, has 50.
Oh,
So
wow.
yeah, maybe we'll have to do that
I'm
as a
up
Christmas
for it.
present to everybody. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, that would be fun. Yay. Even though
Yeah.
I really stink at this, I really love doing it.
Look, this is not like who has a purple lightsaber. Some of these are some pretty tough questions. You have to really remember the dialogue, and I'm asking you where people are sitting. You have to be able to vision the thing. This is not the common ordinary stuff. Some of these are intended to be really hard. So don't be hard on yourself here.
Well,
Uh,
what I think is really interesting though too is like you were saying, gosh, I can't believe you knew that one right off the top of your head, like who
mhm,
was sitting on either side of Yoda. But that kind of stuff is easy for me. Whereas
mhm.
like I would love to know from our listeners, what were the questions that you did the best on, versus the ones that you thought were the most challenging.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and like I said, it's easy being the question asker. It's harder when you're on the spot. You
It's
have to answer
true.
these
I mean,
questions.
I've made up trivia
So,
before. I do May the 4th trivia every year at one of the establishments here in our local hometown. So, yeah, it's definitely different when you're behind the console giving the questions, for
mhm,
sure. But it's
mhm.
still fun either way. I love both ends of it.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah, that was fun. So I'm looking forward to finishing this up sometime soon. But
Me
with that,
too.
I want to thank everyone for joining us for this episode of Podcast Stardust and this round of Star Wars trivia. Sorry, my notes got out of order. Blah, blah, blah. Thank you for joining us for this episode of Podcast Stardust and this round of the Phantom Menace trivia. We hope you enjoyed it, and I'm promising to give you the last two bits sometime in the near future. So make sure you don't miss those out by subscribing to the podcast on your podcatcher of choice. And once you've done that, like, rate, review, whatever your podcatcher supports. We appreciate all those things. And I'd like to remind you can find all the previous episodes of Podcast Artists. That's all 818 of them over on retrozap.com. And while you're there, you can find the other great shows that are on the network, including Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Case Files, Animaniacast, Brews and Blasters, Dork Lair, Doomcast, Enjoy Stuff, Love, Death, and Robots Plus, Superhero Suite, and Warp Trails. We also like it when you share the show on social media with your friends. So, Jay, you want to go ahead and remind everybody where we can be found on social media and elsewhere online?
You got it. We are very easily found on Instagram and Facebook at Podcast Stardust. And we also have some Pinterest boards. So if you have that app and you want to check that out, please do. And we do have our two YouTube outlets, which is the traditional YouTube as well as YouTube Music. So head over to both of those, like, subscribe, and share those out. And YouTube does also support real time interactions and comments. So if you would like to leave us some over there, it would be appreciated. And as far as real time goes, we also have a Discord room on the RetroZap Discord server. So if you'd like to get in on that, you can just hit up the link in the show notes and it'll take you right to where you need to go. And then if you are in need of some new Podcast Stardust gear, we do have a TeePublic store that has 7 different show logo designs available. And you can get on all kinds of things from home goods to apparel and everything in between. And once again, the link to that is in our show notes.
All right. You want to give everyone the latest on what's up in the world of cosplay?
Sure. So no Queen Amidala costumes recently, but I am appearing as Ahsoka, or I just recently did at GalaxyCon Columbus. And then you can also catch me as Ahsoka on my Instagram, which is at j.snipscosplay, as well as Hera, the fourth sister, my original concept Mandalorian, and much, much more.
All right. So upcoming on the show on Friday, we'll be talking about episode 3 of Skeleton Crew, and we're really excited for that. And then on Monday, we are going to get into some more Phantom Menace discussion by looking at the deleted scenes. So heads up, if you want to look at those in advance, you can find them on Disney Plus under the extras for the Phantom Menace. I think they're also available on YouTube at this point. But anyways, that's where I found them. So with that, just want to thank you all for listening to episode 819 of Podcast Stardust. Have a great rest of your week. And until next time, may the Force be with you.